So a lot of people deciding whether they go to university or whether they take on an apprenticeship, it's time to fill in all the forms. Apprenticeships becoming a little more popular because, frankly, the cost of having a degree, getting one.
Absolutely. So some reports out today, Chartered Institute of Personnel and Development have said that actually half of people that graduate don't get to graduate level jobs. So you spend 3 years studying this degree, but you're not able to really follow it through in the job that you want to get into. And also, the Institute of Motor Industry found that 67% of people are opting for money instead. They want to earn money instead of being in debt in 3 years' time. And that's the main motivator now they're finding. And 48% are looking for apprenticeships. Well, we can speak now to Steve Nash, who's a chief executive at the Institute of the Motor Industry. Thanks for joining us, Steve. Do you find that there are enough apprenticeships to go round? Because that can be a problem sometimes.
Well, I mean, the number of new apprenticeships coming online is increasing all the time. I don't think it's a question of a shortage of apprenticeships. I think we're going to end up with more apprenticeships than we've ever had since the levy was introduced earlier this year. I think companies that have never engaged in apprenticeships before will be offering them. We're seeing degree level apprenticeships being offered at a rate that we've never seen before. So I don't think it's the supply of apprenticeships. I think, 20 years ago, Tony Blair's government set an objective to get 50% of young people to go to university. We actually achieved that this year for the first time. I think in subsequent years we've seen that that's probably not entirely what we want to achieve. I mean, we need a more holistic approach. So as you said earlier, quite a lot of graduates don't get graduate level jobs because they probably haven't done the right type of degrees.
OK, but with this age of automation, for example, is there a danger that maybe an apprenticeship might be a bit of short-termism there, because we're finding that machines are replacing a lot of the skills that were kind of making up the force of the industry, say 20, 30 years ago, and that's changing now?
Yeah, it's changing, but we need actually even more highly skilled people. So the jobs are different. I mean, without any question, the jobs that some of the young people who are coming through the education system today may want in 5 or 10 years' time don't even exist today. But we'll still need people to take those roles on, and to get employability skills, which an apprenticeship and sort of a vocational education can actually give you.
And for people at home that are looking to apply to university or apprenticeships, when you talk about those employability skills, what are they? What advice would you give them?
Well, look, the reforms to apprenticeships, which have been going through the system recently, were all about having people who are work ready. So people who don't just know in theory how to do the job, but actually come out with the practical skills to do it.
OK, Steve.
And I think that's the key thing.
OK, Steve, thank you very much for joining us.